Pocket secretary. Good evening, Mr. Waltz. As of today, you will be starting your new shift patrolling the Microgen labs. Your login information for the surveillance grid hub is as follows. P. Waltz, password Ruckus. Surveillance? Where is that? Where is that? I want to get to the surveillance room. Because if there's turrets and robots to be had, I want to be a part of that. Okay. First floor, but there's an elevator on the second floor somewhere that takes us to where we want to go, I think. Arrivals. Very good, Lieutenant. Keep me apprised. Supreme excellence consisting of breaking the enemy's resistance and fighting for now. Stephen Higgins wrote, Sir, you asked me to keep a close eye on electronic communications between our 5 newest arrivals. For the most part, they seem to be sticking to the guidelines you laid out for them. Although there are a few questionable comments directed to the team leader, I'm not too worried because she always warned them off immediately. Isolation seems to be working. For everyone except the Russian, that is. He's our attempt more than once to hack through our restriction protocols and get messages to others. I suspect he's going to become a serious problem. I'm keeping an eye on him. Lieutenant Stephen Higgins. Nigerian spam. Hey boss, just a heads up, but Cantrella's email account is getting Nigerian spam again. She swears she hasn't been using tunneling software or anything to access restricted offsite pages, and her logs check out clean. Advise, Lieutenant Stephen Higgins. How are we still getting Nigerian spam email? Higgins, I want you to double check the proxy stack and make sure it's operating on spec. If our security has been compromised in any way, I want to know now. I don't want to know about now. We're sitting on some sensitive data here, boys, and Nigerians will be the least of our worries if our network is breached. Oh, Nigerians. Yeah, I'm just gonna go over here. I don't need to waste energy on that. That guy. Security hub. I'll take care of this. Hack. Capture. Capture. Nuke. Capture. Might as well. And capture.
Access granted.
There we go. What do we got? Get rid of this camera, get rid of this camera, and aw, no robots and turrets. Boo. Alright. Elevator, elevator. Maybe the elevator is up here?
I've got a hostile in the area.
Oh, fine. I didn't want to sneak my way in anyway. Poor unfortunate souls. Don't make me start singing again. Oh rifle. If they want to come all the way up here, they can. Let's see. I only have 10, no, well, 20
Can't keep hiding.
shotguns left. Combat rifle. Who are you shooting at?
Secure.
Whoa. Somebody shot the camera? Who shot the camera? Interesting. I can hide as long as I want, because you fools are just running around, not doing anything useful. Alright. Hostile is in your face. I'm not on the run. Hostile's in your face. Pockets secretary. Here's the new code for Colvin's office, 1504. Please try to keep this confidential. We've already received complaints from her concerning privacy and some stolen underwear. I know it's a sausage fest here on the ranch, but let's try to respect the few women we have under our protection, alright? Host, I love Lieutenant Casper. Alright, we already read all these.
Hostile on the run.
I don't want to waste my bullets on you.
Suppression fire.
Suppression fire on who?
Come on back.
You know what? Forget you guys. I'm hacking this.
Quick sweep, then I call it in.
Access granted.
Inactive. Alright. Hey. We got a scientist here. Probably should unholster. You're okay. It's alright. Nothing to see here. Just, you know. Just... we need to talk to somebody. An old friend. Hey dude. Eric Koss.
What do you want? I told you people not to barge in here. Wasn't the new biochip design enough?
Dr. Koss, I'm here to get you out.
Jensen? From Sarif? But we were told we'd been written off.
Not exactly.
Listen, Jensen. They forced me to work for them. I didn't want to create the new biochip, especially since it was based on Sarif's research, but they didn't give me a choice.
No one doubts your loyalty, Dr. Koss. Do you know what they plan to do with this new biochip?
I'm not sure. They said something about having Tai Young Medical produce it and distribute it through LIM, but I can't be sure.
I know, and I'm here to bring you all back. But to reach Megan, I need you, Colvin, and Faraday to stage lab accidents as a distraction, simultaneously.
Isn't that a little risky? Besides, how will we coordinate these accidents? It's impossible.
Maybe not. But it's that or staying here and eventually ending up like Dr. Sevchenko.
They killed him, didn't they? He kept provoking them, coming up with these wild escape plans. They try to keep us apart as much as possible now. All right, Mr. Jensen. I'm with you. What's our next move?
We need to disable their GPL tracker. I know Dr. Sevchenko was working on something.
Yes, a virus program. We all thought it was too risky considering we had nowhere to go. But I don't have it. You'd better check with Nia or Declan.
Declan, right. Dr. Koss, do you have any idea where they're keeping him?
I might. I overheard some of the guards. I think he might be working in the basement of the biomech labs. But I'm not sure.
Right, he's downstairs. Biochip?
Dr. Koss, the biochip you mentioned was based on Sarif studies?
Yes, I believe so. At first I thought it was merely convergent research, but I've worked with Dr. Reed long enough to recognize her handiwork. Besides, I had been working on something similar back in Detroit.
And your knowledge of it made you invaluable here.
At least to a certain extent, it probably helped us all stay alive. But now with Dr. Shevchenko, I guess we've all become expendable. Except for Dr. Reed, I suppose.
Why do you say that?
It's more of a general feeling, I guess. Back in Detroit, we all realized that we were on the verge of something groundbreaking. And here, well, Everyone seems to view her research as crucial in some way.
That might explain why she's being held in a secured area.
Possibly. I'm just glad we're going home. It's kind of hard to believe.
I'm starting to predict that Megan Reed has kind of bought everything that the quote-unquote big bad is feeding to her. So I feel like part of the climax is Jensen deciding whether to side with Megan Reed, even though she might be siding with the enemy, if there is an enemy. You know, that's what I'm thinking might end up happening, just as a prediction.
Sit tight, Dr. Koss. When you feel a vibration from your GPL, set off that distraction. That'll be the signal.
I will. Good luck, Mr. Jensen.
Yeah.
And hurry.
Yeah, Jensen is going to send his vibrations. He's going to make stuff vibrate for them, all at the same time, so they can cause a big giant explosion. Oh boy. Suggestive much? The 6th-month War, a history of the conflict. With the absorption of Palestine into the United Arab Front, it was inevitable that the coalition of nations first conceived by Iran in 2014 would turn their attention to Israel. Generations of Arabs who had grown up knowing of nothing but conflict with their neighbors were stirred to belligerence by the power of the UAF and emboldened by expansionist doctrines. Plans were laid for a lightning strike assault. In March of 2021, the conflict that would become known as the 6th-month War was ignited by a massive invasion. A carefully coordinated attack using infantry and armored elements, fighters and bombers, short-range ballistic missiles, and limited littoral sea power struck at Israeli defense forces. But the key element of the engagement was of the use of covert, augmented operatives and cyber warfare units to cripple defensive command and control networks and nuclear retaliatory strike capabilities. What you got in your office, Doc? Courage, my boy, from Vasily Savchenko. Eric, I don't know where they're keeping you, but rest assured you are not alone. Declan and I are being forced to work in the microchip building, separately of course, but from time to time our paths have crossed. I intend to get us out of here. If there's any way for you to slip a note to the morgue, tell Declan where you are, then do it. We'll find a way to get you home, son. Stay strong. Poor Vasily Savchenko. And from Megan. Dr. Reed, I don't mean to rock the boat, but maybe you could convince them to let you come by and check on my work in person sometime. I feel it's progressing in the right direction, but since I don't have access to the original Patient X-Files anymore... X-Files? Patient X-Files? I'm simply not sure I'm getting the mutagenic chemical composition right. And you know how important that formula is when it comes to stabilizing the nerve interface connection. Without it, these biochips won't work at all. Eric. I hear you, Eric, and I understand, but I don't think they'll listen to me. It was hard enough convincing them to allow this level of interaction between us. Soldiers are used to being compartmentalized. They think everyone else should be able to work in the dark too, knowing only half the information. I am reviewing all your work though, so don't worry. I'll let you know if you're straying too far. Okay. One more. 2 down, 1 more as scientist to go. Shotgun out. Let's go to the basement. Okay. These are nice offices, but, you know.
Footsteps. Who's there?
Your mom.
Hello? If anyone is hiding here, you better come out.
Did you say something?
Lost visual.
Should I even waste my time? No. I'm just gonna go down. I need to save my bullets,
I'm gonna
guys.
find you.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. I'll be long gone. Alright. Because I only have 17 left. That's not good. Let's see, I wish I was near an arms dealer. biomech lab in the basement somewhere. Alright, I get it. Decontamination. Alright. Let's see if I can go down any lower here. I don't care if they see me. Whoa, there's a turret there. Sorry! Security hub. Yeah, let's take over. Nuke. Nuke. Spam. Spam. Capture. There we go. Oh, for goodness sakes, really? Could you go any faster, please? I don't have very many stop worms left. Well, I have a few. Oh gosh, this is terrible. Terribly slow.
Access denied.
Oh man. I used up... Fine. Fine. I was trying to not use up all my stop worms on that. I really want to use the security. I want to get control of my turrets. My turrets. I don't know if there's any robots in here, but it'd be awesome. It'd be awesome if there were turrets and robots like in the basement I could control. That would be just perfect. Alright, I need to hack this properly. Alright, nuke this, nuke this. Capture this. Spam.
Access granted.
Nice. Oh, heck yes. Yes, very much yes. This was worth it. Worth it. I don't know where those things are, but hopefully they'll, you know, be useful later. Is this gonna take me downstairs? No. Maybe there's something... Where is this exactly gonna take me? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to go that way, but it looks like the scientists are still over here. Pocket secretary. Oh, is this... We recently received a new shipment of hardware from HQ. It's some heavy-duty weaponry, so we've placed it all in secure storage near Hangar 01. The code is 2410. Till further orders are given, this equipment is for emergency use only. If I see any of you jackals looking for field upgrades, I'll have your hides. The same goes for the rest of the men in your companies. Please update your officer requisition database. Thanks, Casper Donato. Alright. Let's see. I came from here. Let's see. Basement. It looks like the basement might be this way? Because there's an elevator there. And there's an elevator over here. So I think that's the same elevator. So I think this is the right way. Maybe. Alright, I think I'm going the right way. Oh, I guess... Yeah, I have to go... Alright. Whoops! Oh. Jensen. It's the wrong button. By the way, how much... Yeah. Crossbow arrows, which I don't need. I really need to get more guns soon. I probably should pick up another weapon. Heavy rifle. Those take too long. I'm gonna pick up a machine pistol just in case I need... I mean, I really love my shotgun, but I might need a secondary weapon soon. Is there a way to get to... Yeah, there is. Elevator that way, okay. Alright, yeah, I have not gone this way yet. Security level 4. Let's try this. Transfer. Oh. I'm just gonna go for this area.
Access granted.
There we go. Alright. Come on, elevator, come on. Alright. Take me to our final scientist. Because I only have 16 bullets, or 16 ammo left for my shotgun. Hello? We've got some patients here, and they don't look all that happy right now. Hopefully they're not contagious with anything. Nothing. Nothing of interest. Okay. Wait, do I know you? No. I'm just trying to see if there's anyone I recognize. Hard, probably. This is a morgue. Oh gosh. This is pretty gruesome. Well, not gruesome, just dismal. Oh boy. So these are the subjects that didn't make it, huh? What's at the computer? D. Faherty, which is the scientist's name, I think. Let's see how far we can get with this. Alright, here we go.
Access granted.
Nice. Declan Faherty, no subject. Declan, my old friend, you were right about the GPL implants. They were using them to keep track of us, and they'll continue to do so unless we can shut down their tracking and jamming protocols. Feel up to another angina attack? Because we need to discuss this in person. Megan Reed. No subject. Apparently Declan Faherty keeps forgetting to put subjects in his emails. Megan, I'm really worried about this signal pattern they've got me working on. If it's truly meant to transmit software upgrades to limb patients, why do they want it to broadcast wideband across multiple frequencies simultaneously? And what exactly is it going to transmit? I know these wankers are probably monitoring every email I sent you, but I can't ignore my gut. For some reason I am reminded of Delgado's work with electrical stimulation in the brain. Am I wrong to think there's a connection? I know you're nervous, Declan, and to be honest, I am too. But Delgado's work centered on the use of electronic signals to evoke emotional responses in the brain. He was targeting the amygdala and hippocampus. H assures me we are not doing that. H. And I trust him. Uh-oh, that's gonna be a problem. Right there. For reasons I'll explain when I can. Until then, please don't risk yourself by sending me emails like this one. Stick to research questions only, because you are right. I'm sure they are monitoring every word we type. Yeah, I'm sure they are. Alright. Whoa. Wow. Looks like there's this lab can have a captive audience, apparently. It's like a lecture hall. Sir?
Adam? Adam Jensen? Good grief, lad. What the blazes happened to you?
I made the mistake of surviving. I'm here to get you out, Dr. Faraday.
I told Vasily that Seraph wouldn't stop looking.
Sevchenko's dead, Dr. Faraday. I'm sorry.
I figured as much. One day he was just gone, and they wouldn't say why. We were all afraid, so we just kept to the work. They forced me to create a signal pattern that could broadcast software upgrades directly into a person's implanted circuitry.
Upgrades? That do what?
Whatever instructions have been encoded into them. They said it was to improve efficiency at clinics, but that wouldn't be the only application. Far from it.
I see. Dr. Faraday, we need to free Megan from the isolation zone. I've got a plan to distract the guards. 3 lab accidents.
I like your style, son. And it just might work if you can get Nia and Eric to agree. But timing them to occur at once, that will be the trick.
I'll worry about the timing. For now, sit tight and wait for my signal.
There's one thing you're forgetting, lad. They can track our GPL signals.
Right.
I know. But I'm hoping you might have the solution to that problem. Sevchenko's viral program.
Of course! I shouldn't have underestimated you. Vasily gave it to me before he disappeared. Here you are. Upload it onto the central security computer. It will scramble their scanners. I would have done it myself, but I'm just a scientist.
Don't sell yourself short, Doc. Tell me, where do I find this security terminal?
Vasily told me there's a tunnel leading to it, near the back of the compound, I believe. But I'm afraid you'll have to explore a bit to be sure.
Perfect. Alright.
Any idea who's behind this, Doc? The kidnapping, the facility?
Not really. Remarkable considering I've been here 6 months. You would have thought someone would let something slip. But if it doesn't have to do with the research, you don't get a word out of them.
Sounds like the guards are well trained. But what kind of threats were needed to stop the other researchers from talking?
Well, there were threats early on just to get us to work. Of course, Vasily saw right through that. Kept saying they needed us. I suppose in his case, the risk outstripped the return at some point. Damn them.
Dr. Sevchenko probably knew the risks and accepted them.
That he did. Go on, lad. Let's put this plan of yours into action. It's time to teach these wankers a lesson.
Yeah, I think so.
Once I upload the virus, it'll be time to act. I'll signal you. A vibration in your GPL. Be ready.
Understood, lad. But do be careful.
Will do, sir. Upload a virus to the security computer and enter the restricted area. Added 1 data disk. Awesome. So we need to go back up here and go... Where are we going? Oh, over here. Upload the virus to security and enter the restricted area. Okay. So let's get out of this area, because this place is kind of creeping me out a little bit. I'm not a big fan of hospitals, but I guess not that many people are. So... let's get back up. Shall we? Alright, all the scientists are found. And hopefully we can make our way back. I think I came from this way, I think. Yes. Alright, and now we need to get back out this way. Alright, back to the contamination. Yep. Here we go. Alright, no guards. I'm really glad those guards don't respawn, because that would be really annoying. Heavy rifle. Heavy rifle. Yeah. Alright. Omega. Oh, it's getting really... it's getting stormy. Getting stormy. Whoa. Okay, the robot is our friend. Good. see any guards. Oh, there's a camera over there. Security, eh? There's a security bot in there. And I think... Ooh. Credit chip. EMP grenade. Mine template. And... Oh, this is where we're gonna do... Okay, well let's do the security hub first. Hack. Alright. Clearance. Come on. Don't fail me now. Spam. Here we go. Home free.
Access granted.
Oh boy. Another robot. And get rid of this camera. Okay. I think we are ready. Alright folks, I actually kind of want to wait till the beginning of the next episode to activate the disc reader, because I think once we do that, then it's time for the 3 scientists to cause the distraction. I think a lot of chaos is going to happen, and you know, we're going to rush in and try to find Megan Reed. So I want to save that for the next session. So thanks guys again for watching this episode of Let's Play Deus Ex Human Revolution. I feel like we're getting very close to the end, guys. It's really exciting. And yeah, so until then, love yourselves and love each other.